Ho, ho, ho! It's that time of year. How you doing out there? Welcome to Let's Talk Shop with Russ. And yes, I'm in the festive mood and getting ready for that time of year. So I got to also mute this computer over here, which 90% of the time stays muted, but for some reason I unmuted it. So yeah, I hope you like my hat. You'll have to take a look at the top of it all the way up. So I bought this at Guess where? Give you one guess.
You get it at Lowe's?
Yeah, years and years ago. I'm talking about this thing. I'm surprised the lights on it still work. But one thing that I do for it is that I make sure I take the batteries out so they don't stay in it. And that's the biggest thing that the batteries corroding in the battery pack. But yeah, I've had this thing for probably close to 10 years. But we were at Disney one day and I saw it and I'm like, here, let's turn this guy around. And I saw it and I'm like, all right, I got to have this, especially with the lights on it. I'm like, yeah, this is just too cool. So anyway, glad y'all are out here. Steve Carmichael's out there. Donna's Wood Art, Aussie Man. Brian Bradburn is out there. Brian, we got Brian was one of the entries in the scroll saw contest. Great to see him out there. I got some good news and some bad news. So first off, let me talk about my wonderful sponsors. And they are Devobal Technologies for web design, development, and hosting. Visit devobal.com. FastCap, innovative products for the professional woodworker. Go to fastcap.com. Rockler, 60 years in woodworking. Create with confidence. Visit rockler.com. Bearwood Supply Company, your best choice for hard-to-find woodworking supplies. Go to bearwood.com. Klingspor, the sanding specialist, woodworkingshop.com, and Seiko, the scroll saw specialist, seiko.com. So for some reason, it seemed like we did not have enough time to do the judging. And so I don't know what it was, whether it was because of the holidays, because I'll be honest with you, the week of Thanksgiving, I pretty well didn't have time to do any of the judging, and some of the others didn't either. And then one of the judges has been real sick. So, it seemed like there wasn't not enough time. I think two reasons why it seemed like that is because we had a good amount of entries. I think we ended up with 33 entries. So that's real great and fantastic, actually. That's really, really great. And if we can continue this to get more, I'll reach out to more sponsors and get more prizes. If we can keep this up as, 30 plus entries every year. And I really like that. And I'm thinking really and truly, next year going ahead and extending it into at least the first week or so of November to give people more time. And the reason I say that is I had an awful lot of people say, well, I'm just now seeing this. And I'm like, well, I don't know how much more. And I've said this before. I don't know how much more advertisement I can do and where else I can put it. Maybe take an ad out in Scroll Saw Woodworking and Crafts magazines or, I don't know where else to put it and how much more to do. So anyway, but maybe I'll just go ahead and run it until the first week or so of November. But this week, I think, or stopping it on the 16th, I think, was, and the next week being Thanksgiving, a lot of people were real busy and a lot of the judges were real busy. I know I was real busy. So, but the judging was really hard. When you got 30 people or 30 entries and they're all fantastic, it's about the hardest thing in the world to do, trust me. It's just really hard to do. So, we're going to go ahead and do it tonight. Now, let's go ahead and introduce everybody, and then we'll go on and talk about this some more about how we're going to do this. So, because it's something has changed just a little bit in this situation. So, let's go ahead and start introducing our the panel tonight. Let's go from my left to my right, and the first person on my left is Brenda.
Thanks, Russ. I'm Brenda G. of Brenda G's Designs. You'll find me every place on the internet as Brenda G's Designs. I'm on Facebook, Twitch, Twitter, YouTube, Etsy, Patreon, probably a bunch of other places that I can't remember. I'm a crafter, and I also do some comedy. And right now, I have a live stream Christmas show going on for Christmas.
Cool. Dixon.
Hey, Russ. Thanks for having me on. I'm Dixon Hoffman. You'll find me on my website, Hoffman Signs and Decals, and once in a while on Facebook. Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas. Jim.
Hi, Jim Bashirs from Driveway Workshop, and looking forward to seeing some of these entries and who's going to win this whole thing here tonight.
Well, if you want to see the entries, you have to go watch the videos and stuff. Because we're only actually going to, I don't know, I guess.
Pop them up or something when you find out they win?
Pop them up and go through them. It wouldn't be that hard to do. So, and then John Schaffner.
Good evening, everyone. This is John Schaffner here. You can find me on Facebook and under my name and my little blot on YouTube. Got a couple of videos up there. Check them out. Subscribe, like, whatever. And thank you very much for having me on tonight, Russ. Pleasure to be here.
You're welcome. Do you mind talking about your son-in-law's incident?
Oh, yeah, sure. A couple of weeks ago, my stepson actually, had a little accident on my table saw. He was cutting a piece of wood, piece of white oak, doing a ripping operation, and he got some kickback, and it took his ring finger and his middle finger on his right hand and took half of those off, lost, damaged his thumb, his index finger, and his pinky, but he's had surgery on him. He'll have limited use of what fingers he has left, and just goes to show you got to pay attention to what you're doing and use the right blade for the right operation. He was using an 80-tooth crosscut blade to do a ripping operation, and it caught, and believe it or not, the wood is what actually took his fingers. It wasn't the blade. He somehow scraped the blade with his thumb and whatnot, but the wood is what took his fingers off.
Right.
Just pay attention and be careful out there, folks.
Yeah, that's what I was going to also say. You know, it's everybody's prone to it. The accidents happen. Nobody is impervious from them. And the main thing is just take your time and be careful. Be very careful, because it can hurt and hurt bad. So next is Mr. Al Forte.
Hey, I'm Al Forte, Odessa Woodworking and Maker Shop on YouTube, and Kilroy79763 on Twitch. And great to be here. And I love Russ's hat. It's kind of festive for sure.
Yeah, I'm getting all kind of comments out there in the chat that I'll respond to in just a second. Next is Paul.
You know, when you first started talking to the panel, I was ready. Just in case you picked on me first, I had my mouse over the mute button. I was ready. But what can I say? I'm Paul Corliss, Paul's Messy Workshop on YouTube, on Instagram. And thanks for having me on, Russ. I also like your hat. And is that did you get that at Disney World?
Yes. Yeah, it's fairly old. I've had it for I'm going to say 10 years. If it's not been 10, it's been really close to it. So I've had it for quite some time. And it's still working. It's still in working order. All the lights light up. And I think I contribute to that is that I take after I use it, I take the batteries out. I don't let it sit with the batteries in it. So, but yeah, it's fairly old. I've had it for quite some time. As soon as I saw it, we were walking through Disney World. I had to have it. It was around Christmas time. And as soon as I saw it, I'm like, all right, I got to have that, because I have a bunch of crazy hats that I usually don't wear in front of people. But I've got a pirate ship hat. I mean, this thing's huge and it's heavy too to wear. So, and I've had some comments. Luna wants to know, or hold on, see if I can. My mouse is not wanting to.
Luana?
Is it Luana? Yeah, Luana. No, I can see it. My mouse was going all out, haywire, and she was asking me a question back there. Oh, she said she loves the hat. Thank you very much. And yes, I got it at Disney. And she said, literally, Mickey is swinging. Yeah, Mickey is having a swinging good time up there. So, and here's Donald over here. I think is that Pluto or Goofy? I think that's Goofy.
It's
Yeah. So, and then Buster Stott said something about me playing. Yes, I do play Santa Claus. I have a Santa suit, and I've been playing Santa Claus here for a few years now. And last year, I was asked by the local sheriff's department, Polk County Sheriff's Department, to be the Santa, and I did Santa Claus for them last year for the kids. So, and I donate that for all of them for the kids. So, but have a real good time. I enjoy it. I really do. I never knew that I could even, or what my beard would look like, or, you know, I wished it would turn white. My hair and my beard would just go ahead and turn white. But anyway, I never.
There, Russ. It's almost there.
Yeah, I know, it's getting pretty close. I still got some dark patches in it though, but I never knew what I would look like with a beard because I worked for the fire department for 30 years. So I never was able to grow a beard. And I always had a mustache. I've had a mustache since I was 16 years old. But so here a few years ago, probably about 4 years ago now, I decided one day I was going to, what the heck, I'm going to grow a beard and see what it looks like. And poof, this is what came out. And then everybody's like, Santa Claus. So I was like, well, you know what? I really, when I was younger, I always wanted to play the part of Santa Claus, but I just never did. You know, never did. And as I got older and got a little heavier and my hair started turning gray or white, I decided, hey, and then everybody started saying it looked like Santa Claus. So I went out and bought a suit and started doing it. And I forgot to turn on one of my lights up there. That's the reason it's kind of dark. Oh, I guess it's better for the hat lights if it stays kind of dark over in here. But anyway, I normally have a big light on that's up above there. It gives a little bit more light, but that's all right. Okay, so let's go back to the scroll saw contest and talk about that for a few minutes. So we do have the judging done for the top three. Actually, we added a fourth this year because there were so many with 30 entries when we added. So there's four, first, second, third, and fourth place. So, and that was my idea because there were so many. So anyway, but we got that done, but I have not heard back. And matter of fact, the judging, it was so late, some of them haven't even been contacted to ask them what they want, because I let first, second, and third, and now it's going to be fourth place pick their prize. And I'm also going to add a prize to that list out there, by the way. I was supposed to have already done it, and I forgot. It slipped my mind too. Simply Wooden Creations, I am giving away a $25 gift card, Visa gift card. It's going to be added to that. So instead of, I think, 9 or 10 prizes, it'll be an extra one. So, matter of fact, let me look. Let me look real quick here. I can do it over on this computer right here. And we can count. I can count the prizes.
Hey, Russ.
Yes.
Why don't you look over there?
When I look over where?
Over there at the prizes.
I am. I'm going to look at the prizes. I am going as fast as I can.
You're going to confuse them, Al.
You won't have to take your shoes off to count that high, will you?
Nope. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So it'll be 10 prizes with a $25 extra gift card that I'm going to put in there. So, and I had put it in there and I removed it when John Schaffner said he wanted to, I know there was a smart aleck comment and it went right over my head because I wasn't listening. I don't pay attention to y'all, you know. Y'all make these smart aleck comments and everything, and I just
that makes us feel good.
I
Okay,
just
that makes you feel better at least.
I ignore you. But anyway, but I put John Schaffner's up there and never did add the $25 gift card thing back up there for me this year. So that'll make 10 prizes total. So then there will be 4 up front for the 4 people, first, second, third, fourth place. And then there'll be 6 prizes that we will actually draw for. Okay. Well, since the 4 have not responded, and one of them or a couple of them haven't even been contacted as of yet because of the late getting the judging back, one being sick and some other things. I can't do the drawing tonight because we don't know what prizes the first 4 want. So what we'll do is we'll do the drawing tonight. We're going to announce the top 4, but we'll do the drawing tonight and pull so 4 that would the 6 people's names out, and then I'll either trying to figure out how to do this. I was thinking about that this afternoon. I'll probably do a short video and put it on YouTube and over on Facebook about the drawing. And what I'll do is once the 4 people contact me, I'll take those 6 gifts and randomly draw them out. Randomly draw the gifts out for the 6 people that are drawn tonight, if that makes sense. We'll have a random drawing. A random drawing of the gifts for the random names that I draw tonight, if that makes sense. Everybody got that? Everybody shake your head yes if you
random.
A random drawing. Yeah. I'm going to pull 6 people's names out of the hat tonight, so to speak. And then those 6 people, I'll end up doing another drawing for the 6 prizes. So I'm going to mark, as each one of them comes off, I'm going to mark a number on the back of their little card. I'll have to get a pen. I got a pen over here, and put their name or number on the back to say that they were 1st, 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 5th, 6th. And that way, number 1 will get the first pull out of the hat. Number 2 will get the second pull on down the line. Hope that all makes sense.
Yes, it does. And we also have a 2nd Starfleet officer in the chat also. Awesome Wood Things. Matt Haas is out there.
Oh, Matt's out there. Matt, if you want to join us on the panel, you're more than welcome. If you want to join us, somebody wants to send him the link. Let me see about finding I thought I had an ink pen up here.
He's got the link, Russ, but he said that he was too busy.
Oh, he's too busy. Oh, he's too busy.
That's right. Yeah, that's what I said.
Okay. I'll remember that. He's too busy. No, I understand. All right. Hold on. Let me get my pencil can here, and I got a marker in here, I'm sure, or a pen. Little pencil can. Make sure this thing marks. I want you to know that they're brand new. That one won't mark. Here, let's just use a pencil.
Story of my life.
I'll just use a pencil, and I know it will mark.
In my case, the lead would be broken.
All right, let's mix it up. How do we want to do this? Let's mix it up, I guess, a little bit. Well, we need to. Oh man, this has been such a hectic week. Let me tell you. My wife took a picture, and I haven't posted it on Facebook. We got to watch the twins. My daughter had twins, and we got to watch them some this week. She needed a babysitter. So get the grandkids to pull the names. Yeah, I could get grandkids. Jeff Robinson's to get your grandkids to pull the names. So we've had them here this week. And let me tell you, it's double the trouble, double the fun whenever you have twins. Trust me. So
I think that term is copyrighted.
Yeah, it is. But it's like, wow. It's like they're both, they're just here and there and everywhere, and there's 2 of them at one time, so it's really hard to keep control of them. So it was really fun, trust me. So and if I'm stammering and stumbling through this, y'all help me out here. Somebody talk a little bit, because my train of thought for some reason goes in and out tonight because I've got a lot on my mind. But anyway, so Morgan Spoony Barger. That's a good name right there, Spoony Barger. Twins are awesome. I'm one. She said she's a twin. That's pretty cool. That's, I don't know. I think my mother and father would have committed suicide if that had been twins. That's that was more than enough to handle with me. Trust me. So anyway,
We wouldn't have ever known, Russ.
Huh?
We wouldn't have ever known.
No. Oh, I know I was a lot to handle, trust me. What do we want to do? We want to do the drawing or do the top 4? Let's do the drawing first. Let's mix it up. Huh?
Drawing first.
Yeah, let's do the drawing first. Then I'll tell who's the top 4. Because see, that'll leave even more suspense.
Yes, yes.
Yeah,
that's how they do it in the big pageants, don't they? They work their way backwards.
And yeah, they work their way backwards.
The winner is.
Yeah, so that's what we'll do. Yeah, but if I do.
Right.
Well, this is a lot tougher than I thought it was going to be.
If I knew this was going to be this complicated, I think I would have stayed upstairs tonight.
Oh, I know what
I feel bad for Russ. This is kind of complicated.
I know what we could do. I didn't even think about it. Let's go over and explore first the playlist. Let me get this set up. Give me 1 second. It's hard to do when I'm doing it. Yeah, let's go over here and explore.
Those little lights are something else.
You like that, huh?
You know, we should have warned people if they have that problem with Nintendo. We should have warned them before the broadcast started.
Yes. Caution: this stream may cause
epileptic seizures.
I have a friend that if the fire alarm lights go off, he kind of has problems also. And in games and video games, there's this flashing like lightning. Oh, and that just that throws him for a loop sometimes.
Just like Kramer on Seinfeld.
Yes, exactly.
Okay.
In the Andromeda strain.
Trying to get this set up over here on YouTube. Oh crap, I can't do full screen because it won't let me choose to get back over there to y'all. All right, so here. I'm gonna lock back on myself.
And the whole time there's been a drum roll going on.
Yeah, I'm going to screen share.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's time for the announcement of the winners of the 2018 Simply Wooden Creations Scroll Saw Challenge.
All right, I'm looking over here for confirmation that we're over on, so
it looks...
Yeah, you are.
Okay. Here is the first video, and I'll try to skip through this stuff up front, but here are our sponsors that sponsored this year's challenge. Scroll Saw Patterns by Charles Hand, Bearwood Supply, John Schaffner, Madison Woodsmith, Scroll Saw Workshop, and Spirals by Steve. And then this is James Parker's entry. Actually, I don't think I have to say their name because it's right up there on the thing. That was fantastic.
Those are neat. Wow.
Yeah, that candelabra.
It is Steve Good's birthday today.
Hey, happy birthday, Steve Good. And
He's out in the chat.
Steve was 61 today, he says.
Yeah.
And Chris Nealon's birthday.
Really? Chris is too. Happy birthday, Chris.
Should have just had a birthday party show.
Yeah. We could always sing happy birthday.
No, I don't.
I'm surprised.
Let's not go that far.
Let's not go there, he says.
I'm surprised Steve Good's out there in the chat. I know he's been sick. Good to see you out there in the chat, Steve. I hope you're feeling better.
Wow,
that's pretty neat.
Awesome.
That's cool.
Yes. I hope that us talking doesn't take the focus away from it, Russ. I hope you're locked on it.
No, he's got it locked.
That's locked.
Okay.
Russ, who is this next entry guy that keeps popping up and doesn't show anything? Can't figure that out.
Okay, that was the first video, and then the next, those were the first pictures that were sent in to me, and I did that first video. Then the next person that's actually sent me the video was Mr. Paul Corliss.
2018 scroll saw.
Now, y'all can't hear this, so I'll fast forward.
I've mounted the individual pieces to my piece of plywood, and now I'm going to cut them into more manageable.
Can you hear it?
Yeah.
Try to do that, then I'll cut out each individual part.
And look, he's on his scroll saw.
Yes, interesting. Can you do that?
I can do that.
Yeah. All right, well, fast forward. There he is gluing them together. So,
a couple of crosses. Now these inch thick taller of the two. This is the larger of the two.
let's go back just for a little bit so I can show that one off.
Nice.
There's the first
Pretty
one.
neat.
Goes.
Looks really good when it's offset like that.
Yeah, doesn't it?
This is the larger.
The depth is just awesome.
A little bit different pattern. This one is 6 layers. This one is 5 layers.
5 and 6 layers.
Made out of Baltic birch plywood. They're finished with just some spray polyurethane. I don't know why this one turned out a little darker looking than this one did. It's the same finish. But anyway, this is my entry for the 2018 Scroll Saw Challenge. I appreciate you watching.
Are those
Okay.
hard to keep glued, or when you glue them, are they hard to keep lined up?
No, not at all.
All right, so here was the next video that came in. I don't know who this guy is.
Not really good.
He's got a big nose, though, doesn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, thanks, Steve Good, for the patterns. I loved them. I loved them.
I cut a USS Enterprise plaque, Starfleet plaque, mounted each on opposite sides of the base. Bottom of the base is buckets of Starfleet insignia screw. Make some little boxes to hold the I started working on the lighting.
Making those enterprises kind of made me think about
He
it.
did lighting, and then that was pretty cool.
To hide the tube going up to the mold. For the two sides,
How many LEDs did you use in that, Al?
really lots of fun.
Probably 50, maybe.
Did you?
Yeah. Yeah, I bought 600, but I didn't put 600 in there.
All right, we'll start off here. He starts off at the bottom.
Did you use an Arduino Mega, or just a regular one, and then just kind of multiplex the lights?
An Uno and a Mini? Mini? What's the
Oh,
little?
there's 2 of them.
Yeah, what's the little one?
The 826026 or whatever it is. The Wi-Fi one.
No, it's not. It's not the W. No.
Hang
I
on a
think
minute.
it is the mini.
And
Here's what I was talking about.
all right, here's the next one. And this is Morgan.
That was like the theme from Benny Hill.
That one, Al?
Did.
Hold
Or
on. I can't see. Let me
oh,
focus.
hang on a minute.
Yeah, that's the reason I think I want to turn this down in case it's might be copyright infringement.
I had the theme of Star Trek.
Well, I didn't even think about that.
I didn't even said it.
Yeah, you should have said something.
Well, you're not monetizing this one.
Yeah, probably not. If they catch,
They ought to do what Twitch does, which is just mutes the part of it that has the
Al, there's a
Well, we
regular
were
size
talking
one.
during
This one.
some of it, and plus it was in the background, so hopefully hopefully it won't get picked up. But if it will, oh well, I'll just lose 20 cents.
It was smaller than that. I think it's
Really? Wow, I don't have one smaller than
the
that.
Uno. The Uno's the regular size one, and then the
Yep.
It's the mini. It's the mini.
yeah.
Okay.
The mini and then the mega.
Yeah.
The
And
28.
then this one is Morgan's entry.
Oh,
Cool.
That's neat.
And Morgan is she said she's a kid. She don't give her age. Well,
Morgan, I thought that was an Enterprise there for a second when I first saw it.
yes. Says, hi, I'm Morgan. I'm a kid. I drew this pattern here myself. Cut it out on the scroll saw. I have a lung disease, so I have to wear a mask. That's why you see the hairdryer blowing away. The clips of me cut them and sped up. So there's Morgan's. And then this is the next
Too cool.
big entry. I do want to go back and show off our sponsors again. And then I'll just let this run through.
Oh wow.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, I take that's oak, right?
It looks like oak to me, yes.
Yeah. I love oak. Oh, now that's great. I love that.
Morgan, by the way, is out there in the chat.
Hello, Morgan.
So that was a
That was
great
out
job,
there.
Morgan. Keep up the good work.
Yes.
Glad you're out there and watching. Now, this pattern, this right here, if you'll see, and I want to point this out, Amanda, and I finally figured out what was going on. Amanda did these trees. Okay. And but you'll see the finished work here is what she sent me, and I didn't catch it before the video was already up. What had happened is she was at her, I believe it's her father's house or a relative's house, and she did the scroll sawing over there, and she took pictures of her project for her video, and she took pictures of his project for his video, and she accidentally mixed the horse in her pictures when she sent me the email, and I didn't catch it. So the video was already completed and up by the time that it was caught, so I wasn't going to change it. So she did send me a picture of her completed tree. And Brian is out there in the chat. I saw him earlier tonight watching.
Hello, Brian.
This is Brian's entry.
Looks like Russ is out there too in the car. Meadows.
Russ Meadows.
Yeah.
I think his wife is watching, and
She said, I set the phone to Bluetooth through the truck.
Oh, that's nice, Debbie.
so he's listening to us. Hey, Russ.
Yeah, she's listening to us. Or he's listening to, Debbie Shipman.
That's really nice.
Now you see Donald. Donald is, that's either his niece or something. And she was over there. See, you recognize the horse?
Yes. Yes.
And she accidentally sent me that wrong picture. Like I said, I notified the judges of that and sent their other picture along. So, but the video was already up, and I had already had like 100 people had watched it, so I wasn't going to pull it down. I just decided to leave it like it was. That's pretty cool.
It is.
If you looked real closely to that picture, you could see where it looks like he split that log into 3 different pieces and then scrolled. Here, let's back up with that just for 1 second.
That's creative.
Yeah. It looks like here that he has split this log into 3 pieces. So you have the very front right here.
Yeah.
Then you have the middle piece, which is the piece that he scrolled out, it looks like. And then you have the back piece. And then he after he scrolled this center piece out, then he put them back together.
But when he scrolled that out, it's in 3 different layers too, right?
It must be. He must have more than the one layer. So
Yeah.
It's a good idea.
That is.
yeah, I would have loved to have seen a video on that one rather than pictures. That would have been awesome to see how it did it. That's awesome right there.
Yeah, cool.
Go Longhorns, huh?
Well, there's so many good ones out there. This is another one. It's really hard to judge. Let me tell you.
I wonder when he cuts that, Scott.
I don't know, but that's beautiful.
And I wonder what the wood is.
Yeah, that would be a tough one.
Yeah. Oh, wow. He's definitely expressing himself in wood. That's for sure. Wow. That is neat. I like that.
I'm glad you getting to watch this tonight, Steve. I knew you were sick. That's the reason I didn't invite you, but I'm glad to see you out there in the chat. So I hope you're feeling better. I knew you were sick. I've been watching your posts. That's a cool bowl. I like how he did the like the dark and the light wood.
Hey, Al, you bleached your hair.
She's such a attention hound.
Yeah, it's. I mean, I know that some people are not, not going to be happy that they didn't win, and I understand that. Trust me, because there was so many good.
Oh, that one's cool. I like that.
Yeah,
good entries, but I mean, it is what it is. I wished I had 33 prizes to give everybody.
Bella. I move my hand away. She kind of tries to find it.
That's awesome right there.
That's really
I
cool.
read his email, which y'all didn't get the opportunity, obviously, to read. But the actual holders that are holding the guns are from pieces, I guess from the letters, or he said pieces of the project, and he cut those out on the scroll saw also and sanded them to hold the guns.
Nice.
And this guy was in a Vietnam War veteran, and he was made this for her. And this is, I guess I have to back up. This is his wife and the daughter, and he passed away.
Oh,
they made that. Isn't that awesome? That is like super awesome.
A lot of people put a lot of work in these projects, and
Yeah, that looks really nice.
That does, yes. It looks like it almost has some stained glass behind it.
Yeah, trust me, it's.
Yeah, that's cool. I like the different colors.
That's awesome.
Yeah, that is really cool. Have you ever had Cy on your show, Russ?
Yes.
Yeah, she does a lot of really cool Intarsha stuff.
Yeah, she was in the first year or so. Now, this was my mistake here. That picture, it looks a lot better. You can't see the whole, like you can't see this whole pattern, and I don't have these pictures on this computer. I could probably pull them up. But let me go back. To this part. This is a big log, so to speak, or slab that he's made these raccoons, and I didn't hit the button that actually would put these things in the right size on the these 3 pictures here. I missed it, so I'll have to see. I might be able to pull those up from the original email. Let's see if I can. I'm not going to be able to do it. And I'll tell you why, because I'll have to log into that Gmail account, which is, here, let me switch over and stop screen sharing. Okay, I'm back. I can't show that because I'll have to log into that Gmail account, and as soon as I do, it'll shut the show down, because it'll I'm logged in through Simply Wooden Creations, and yeah, it'll shut the show down. So it's like logging out of this show to log into that email account, because I'm on my Google account for this show, and so it ain't gonna work. So I'm not gonna be able to show you. But there was a slab, a whole entire slab that he did, and he carved out the center of that and put those raccoons in an intarsia. So if you saw the whole slab, you go like, wow, it really looks nice. But like I said, unfortunately, I'm not gonna. I could here's what I could do. I can log into this Gmail account. I'm going to make y'all sick. I'm going to move the camera around because I do want you to see that whole picture.
Oh.
Yeah, y'all are going to get sick. I want y'all to see that because it looks really, really good. 2018 scroll saw contest. And what was his name? Russell Martin, I think was his name.
Hey, Miter Mike is out there.
Oh, Mike.
Okay, so here we go.
Oh.
Let's see if I can back out so I can get this focused. There you go.
Oh, that was cool.
See what I mean by that picture didn't give that justice?
Yeah, you're right.
Nice.
See, that was cut out of a whole slab of wood, and he put those raccoons in there.
Cool. Too cool.
Yep. Yeah, it is, and that's why I said that. I was when I seen that, I'm like, you know, that was my mess up on that one. I didn't catch it. I didn't get the picture resized so you could see the whole thing in the video. So he's got more than one. He's got other ones he's done, but this is his actual entry for this contest here. That is really, really, I mean, that's an intarsia project, but yet he used a whole slab of wood to make that out of. So, all right. But I really wanted to show that off because the picture in the video did not do that justice. So y'all are probably all going like, wow, that really don't look that great. So, but yet it does. So. All right. So did I finish the end? That was the end of it, wasn't it?
Yep.
Yeah, it should have been the end of it. Hold on. Let me go back and make sure. Nope. We had one more.
The end.
We had one more. Let me go back. I got sidetracked. And screen share.
Miter Mike said he loves your hat, Russ.
Okay, cool. The last one was Jeff Robinson. This was his entry. And he goes through telling you how he did it, but it's here at the very end because he doesn't actually show him doing it. He just talks about how he did it and how you can cut that out. But that's actually his entry. And that was done with a thin aluminum on a scroll saw.
Wow, that's really neat.
Yeah.
That is, yes.
What did he use for the backing, the red part?
I think it's plexiglass or some plastic kind. Yeah, it looks really good.
So how many people turned in just photographs as opposed to video?
Oh, well, here you go. I've only got 1, 2, 3, 4 videos.
Okay.
Out of 33. So that means what? 29?
Yeah, so it was more than worth it just letting people turn pictures in, then
yes, I
go through the effort to make the video up.
Yeah, it worked out better. Yeah, I only had 4 videos, and then all the rest of the other 29 came through. This was actually I somehow the mail Jeff had sent me the email, but I didn't get it. But I went back and somebody had told. I think Shane Cole mentioned that he had put a video up, and I went back and checked, and you can see that his video was turned in November 3rd, so he was well within the date time. So I posted his video also and put him in as an entry. Okay, so stop sharing. I keep on wanting to hit that button down there at the bottom that says stop broadcasting.
No.
Yeah, no, it's right next to
different.
It says stop sharing. So
yeah.
Yep. It's right next to that button. So I think my hat looks a little off, a little kiltered to one side. So okay. So Miter Mike's Woodshop says he loves the hat, Russ. Yes, it's drawing time. So the top 4 are not in this, obviously.
Are you going to say who the top 4 were?
Yeah, we are after this.
Okay.
Yeah, we're going to do this first.
Anticipation.
Yeah, I'm mixing them up real good. All right, the first drawing, I need 6 names out of this hat. And what do we say? So there's 29 names in here. So I need 6 names out of the 29. And here's the first one. And the first one, well, that couldn't have been done any better than easier. The first one is.
Woo-hoo! Hey!
Congratulations, Al.
Sweetness. Well,
does that thing have pine tar on it?
Yeah, really.
Shucks, I'm not in the top 4.
That's the stick.
Well, that's the bad thing. You have to realize if your name gets called, that means you're definitely not in the top 4. So
Good news, bad news.
The next one is.
So does that mean I'm in 5th place?
Yeah. The next one is John Montoya.
Hey, John, congratulations.
Hey, John.
Congratulations, John.
He is number 2. All right, I got several of them here. Let me go back. We got one. James Jennings. He is number 3.
Congrats, James Jennings.
Keep going, James.
If Steve Good's name comes out on this, I'm going to be a little bit.
Well, he made a lot of the patterns.
Well, I know somebody that is out there in the chat and is going to be very, very happy.
Hey, Morgan. Congratulations.
Congrats, Morgan.
Woohoo!
Morgan, you.
Yes.
Number 4.
Yes,
Morgan. She stayed up.
Yep, on the drawing. So, yep, that's good. And she's out there in the chat.
Yes.
I didn't do my microphone too good to hit it with the pot. And this one is Ethan. I'm not even going to try to pronounce the last name.
Volcaning.
Volcaning.
Yes, Ethan.
This is number 5.
God,
Keep going,
here
Ethan.
we go.
Hey, and there's another Starfleet officer right there.
Hi everyone. Mind if I crash this party?
Matt makes it in
Hey.
just in time for the live long and
All right,
prosper.
here's the last one. This is number 6. This is the last one we get to do.
If Al's name comes out again.
All right, I have 2 here.
They're
One
both
was
Al.
inside the other. Okay, so I'm going to mix them up. Here, what I'll do is, since these are the last 2 winners, so I'm not going to have. I don't need the other names. I'm just going to put them over here. Here, I'll put them up here. I got it. Yeah, perfect. I'll put them inside this bowl.
There you go. There you go.
Now I
Yeah.
only got 2 names in here.
Yes.
So I had grabbed 2, so I can't tell which one I'm grabbing again for the second
The last and final winner is
time. How come they keep getting put together?
because they're probably twins.
They've got pine tar all over them. That's the only way you could have snagged Al's at the beginning of the contest.
All right, I finally got one of them. Yeah, the other one's in here.
Yeah, can't see it. But
Stuck to the side of the bowl.
Yeah. Gary, it's not stuck to the side of the bowl. Gary
Lucas.
Lucas.
Awesome.
Congrats, Gary.
congratulations.
Okay, so those are our 6 winners.
Congratulations, everybody. You too, Al.
Russ? Pine tar?
Pine tar. Okay. It was very, very, very hard for myself and the other 2 judges.
Or winner is.
So trust me, we looked at them. We looked at the. I mean, it was just. It was very hard to come up with the top 4. But like I said, I wanted to add the 4th one in there. I was actually going to next year. I'm thinking about doing what Sterling does, and that is do like a my choice, Russ's choice or whatever. So we'll pick the 1st, 2nd, 3rd, and I'll do Russ's choice. I didn't announce that this year, so I'm not doing it this year, but I did add the 4th one in, which is, takes the place of that. And then next year I'll do 1st, 2nd, 3rd, and then I'll do Russ's choice. So, but 4th place, yeah, congrats to those out there. 4th place, like I said, this is very hard, but 4th place goes to Paul Corliss.
Hey, Paul.
Hey, Paul.
Ding, 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 ding.
Thank you.
Yeah, the cross was beautiful. Beautiful.
Thank you.
Layered.
So very good job. Very good job. So, so now in 3rd place. Now, there was a lot of Intarges that were in there, and I'm really glad that it fell out. I was kind of I wanted that mixture this year of everybody putting in everything rather than like the past where we've done like a Halloween thing and then a clock thing where everybody could put anything or anything and everything in there. So I'm really glad that that worked out to be that way this year. So, but no, the 3rd place is James Parker for his candelabra.
Congratulations, James.
Yes.
He did the candelabra in the center plus the 2 outside candle holders. So James took 3rd place. So, and then 2nd place goes to Russell Martin. Russell Martin did the raccoons in the log or the slab of wood. So that is 2nd place to Russell Martin.
Congratulations, Russ.
Yes, indeed.
Yep. And then last but not least, the number 1 person.
The number 1
is Mark Schaefer, I believe, and he's the one that did the big long plaque with the 2 guns, the Vietnam War veteran, off that big, huge slab of wood. That is Mark Schaefer.
Congrats, Mark.
Congrats.
Job
Mark.
well done.
So he
As soon
is.
as I saw it, I knew it was the winner.
Huh?
As soon as I saw it, I knew it was the winner.
Yeah, that he sent me a letter. Since he only sent the 3 pictures, he sent me he sent me an email, but he sent in the email kind of a thing about how it came about, how he made it. That's the biggest project he's ever done, and he had to put side stands on his scroll saw to be able to hold the piece while he scrolled the stuff into the piece. I can't remember all the stuff. I just remember stuff, but he did go on to say that the parts that hold the guns into place or holding the guns up, if I'm not mistaken, he said were parts that came out when he was scrolling. He used them and cut them on the scroll saw and just sanded them so that it would all be the same. So pretty good. So those are your top 4. Number 4 is Paul Corliss. Number 3 is James Parker. Number 2 is Russell Martin. And number 1 is Mark Schaefer.
Great going, guys. Great going.
Congratulations to all the wieners.
Yep. So there they all are. And I know Paul hasn't got an email yet. So Paul, you go through and I'll be getting a hold of the other James Parker. If you're out there listening, go through and pick out what you want. And I'll get a hold of Russell and Mark and find out what they want also. And then we'll go through and go from there. Some very good prizes. Matter of fact, let's go through right now and show what everybody has a chance. Let me get over here first and pull up my website. For some reason, the internet seems like slow tonight. I don't know if it's just me or not, but screen share. Share. Okay, there we go. I'll give it a second for that to show up over there.
We can see.
James.
No.
I just said, I know you haven't got an email, James. You will be getting an email. These are all the sponsors and their prizes. John Schaffner is giving away a medium box of scroll saw wood, priority mail. Scroll saw patterns by Charles Hand. He's giving these 3 patterns away. Bearwood Supply is giving 4 $25 gift certificates.
So we get 4 $25 gift certificates?
Well, you will only get 1 $25 gift certificate. There's 4 of them. And then Spirals by Steve, your choice of one of his ebooks.
Steve who?
Steve Garrison. And then here's his, you say who? Here's his website.
Yes, yes.
He does the scroll saw shells. And then Mr. Steve Good gave away a $100 Bearwood Supply gift card.
I'll take that one.
And then a $50 Bearwood Supply gift card.
Awesome, awesome.
So those are what we had this year.
Awesome contest. Thanks for running this, Russ. We appreciate it.
You're welcome. You're welcome.
I missed the entry date by 3 days. I was a little behind. And I know you even extended it out even further, but I missed.
Yeah, I was going to say, you don't have any. I extended it out 2 weeks.
That's on me. It's on me. But, you know.
Yep. In all fairness, you didn't have a scroll saw at that point in time, right? You just got it towards the end?
I always owned a small rigid scroll saw. So yes, I did have a functioning scroll
Trying
saw.
to give you a way out there, Matt.
Well, I'm too darn honest, you know. I just it's a character flaw.
Good job.
All right, guys. Well, that is, I appreciate all y'all being out there in the chat. Jim Dockrell has been out there. Brian Bradburn. Brian said, Russ, thank you for the contest and the show. And for the show, you're welcome, Brian. I appreciate you being out there in the chat, and I appreciate your entry. And I hope you come back next year. We're going to have this next year also. He also said, thank you for all the sponsors. Jimbo, James Parker's out there. And yes, James, I will be getting an email out to you and also to Paul, and I think Mark and Russ might have already got theirs. Philip Daniel, he said, well done, everybody. Steve Good has been out there in the chat. Miter Mike's Wood Shop. Morgan, Spoonie Barger. Just going back through the chat.
Bella's here.
Bella's here. Rusty Nails. Gary Lucas. Natanic River Woodcrafting with Chris Nealon has been out there. Dave Hart. Some of the people that are always out there. I appreciate you all very much. And oh, by the way, before we forget, don't forget, since you still got y'all captive audience, since you're still out there in the chat, don't forget to give me a thumbs up. We've had about almost 47 people watching at one time, so I'd like to have 47 thumbs up if you don't mind. So,
gave your mine already, Russ.
Do what? You gave yours already? You gave at the office? Is that what you're saying?
Mine already, yes.
But yeah, I appreciate a thumbs up if you don't mind before you get out of here. Dave Hart is, I believe I said him, but Dave Hart's been out there. Philip Daniel.
Aussie Man.
Corey.
Get him?
No, I haven't got him. Ken McCrory's been out there. Aussie Man. Yeah, Aussie Man's been out there. Just going back through, and thank y'all all very much for being out there in the chat. Yeah, this has been kind of a hectic week for us around or here in my house. Like I said, it was fun. I have to admit, though, it was fun watching the twins. We don't get to watch them. Me and my wife don't watch them that often, but they're a handful. Trust me, they are really a handful. I believe they're a little over 2 years, or will be 2. Or is it 3? I can't remember. I think there'd be 2 this December. Yeah, I believe they're 2 this December. So I don't think they're 3 yet. That's pretty bad.
One of those ages require a lot of energy on your part.
Yes.
So.
Yeah, they require, and I don't have the picture my wife sent me. So she took a picture of me and them on the recliner, zonked out. We were all watching Sesame Street on TV, and it was right after lunch, and we all 3 zonked out in the recliner together. So it was pretty fun. It was pretty funny. But yeah, we'll Steve, if you feel up to it, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, we have plenty of room. If you feel up to it, Steve, would you like to come and talk to us a little bit after the show is over? If so, let me know, and I can post you the link over on Facebook so you can come in and we can hang out just for a little bit. So Jimbo, James Parker says, I gave you about 20. Awesome show, Russ. Cool, thank you.
And Steve gave a thumbs up. I don't know if it was part of his previous conversations out there, but I don't know if that means yes.
Yeah, he says, I look really bad, but if you can stand looking at me, it's fine. You mean you look worse than you normal? I mean, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to say that.
Oh, snap.
Yeah, we'll forgive you. This thing is actually starting to itch my head a little bit. Like,
It
But
looks
I do like.
falling asleep here.
Yeah, I see that. I do like my hat though. I just couldn't resist. I might even wear it again next week. So I just couldn't resist wearing it. I'll have to show it off a little bit, but yeah, it's pretty cool. Look, I had never took the hanger off of it.
Is there a price tag on there too?
No, the price tag's not on it, but I never took the hanger off of it. This is all right. If that's Pluto, this must be Pluto.
Yeah, I think the other one's Goofy.
Yeah, the other one's Goofy. It's got Donald, Mickey, and Minnie on it, and then it's pretty cool. It's got a battery. There's a battery compartment up in here, and then you pull down the batteries and put the batteries.
That's too cool.
Can't go wrong with Disney. They have a lot of my money.
Yeah,
a lot.
Yes, I agree.
But yeah, like I said, as soon as I seen this, I was like, all right, I got to have that. So I've had it it's got to be around 10 years. We were talking about it the other day. My wife and I keep it in a plastic,
So now,
in a plastic bag. Just Steve Good, after I said, he gave me a thumbs down.
down,
See that?
exactly what I was going to say.
He gave me a thumbs down. All right, guys, what time will we have?
10 after 9.
10 after 9. Yeah, we're going to call it a night. I appreciate y'all being out there in the chat. Anna's Wood Shop. She's out
Just
there.
showed up. Hi, Anna.
Yeah, Anna showed up. Anna, you show up as we're leaving. Sorry about that, but you like my hat? Yeah, I love it too. I'll back up some where I can get the whole thing in there. Yeah, it's got a little star up top. It's pretty cool. So, yeah, we're going to cut out of here. Yeah, I'll send you the link, Mr. Good, or actually, yeah, I'll send you the link over on Facebook as soon as we close out off air on this. So, but anyway, thank you guys for being out there in the chat. I appreciate you very much. Thank you guys for being on the panel. Thank you so very much. I appreciate you being here every week and putting up with me and my shenanigans. So, but there's only one thing we got left to do, and that is, and Anna's Wood Shop, I think she's sad because she's come in at the last minute, but there's only one thing we got left to do, and that is just give me sawdust, lots of sawdust all around me and everywhere. I like it flying all around my shop and even in my beard and hair. Good night, everybody. Thank you for watching, and God bless.
Night,
Good night, everybody.
Night, everybody.
Good night.
Yeah, we don't have Steve or Chris here going, you don't have to go home.
Yeah.
Can't stay
You
here.
can't say, yeah.
Good night, y'all. God bless.
Good night.